Number 1. Trees can communicate with each other. Now, we know what you're thinking. How can trees talk to one another? Well, while trees certainly can communicate with each other, it actually can't be seen with the naked eye, making it impossible to detect on an everyday stroll through nature. Trees talk to one another through an intricate network of fungi in the soil dubbed the Wood Wide Web. It connects trees at their roots, allowing them to communicate by sending signals about upcoming threats like droughts or disease. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. This allows trees to alter their behavior upon receiving the signal. Number 2. Dolphins have names for each other. Just when you thought your favorite underwater mammal couldn't get any cuter, we have some news for you. It's a well-known fact that dolphins are highly social creatures. They typically travel in what we call pods, which can include anywhere from 2 to 30 dolphins. It's also another well-known fact that dolphins are extremely intelligent. If you've ever had the pleasure of meeting a dolphin, you know this firsthand. Turns out, dolphins actually have names for one another. Scientists have found that these marine mammals use a distinctive whistle to identify each other. When a dolphin hears their own name called to them, they respond. Number 3. African buffaloes make decisions by voting. Turns out democracy isn't just a human behavior. Animals take part in it as well. The African buffalo is one of the animals most well known for using a voting tactic to make travel decisions. African buffalo herds actually use a form of voting when trying to decide which direction to travel in. One at a time, adult females will stand up and look in a certain direction before sitting down. Whichever direction gets the most amount of looks is typically where the herd travels. Interestingly, if the vote is divided, the herd will actually split up temporarily. Only the adult females are allowed to vote, regardless of social status within the herd. Number 4. Birds are descended from dinosaurs. When we think of dinosaurs, we often think of large, reptile-like creatures. The Tyrannosaurus rex is often thought of as a scaled-up, ferocious lizard, but that might not be the case for all other dinosaurs. Since the 1960s, many scientists have found recurring evidence that birds are direct descendants of these prehistoric reptiles. In fact, according to the Smithsonian Magazine, all living birds are indeed dinosaurs, but not all dinosaurs were considered birds. Some dinosaurs even had feathers just like birds. Number 5. Forests can make rain. Forests actually move so much water from the soil into the atmosphere that they end up creating rain. It's called the biotic pump theory. Plants and forests draw water from the soil before exhaling it into the atmosphere. This then impacts the balance of water and heat at Earth's surface, essentially controlling the weather and producing rain. Parts of the Amazon rainforest have also been known to start their own rainy season. Number 6. Elephants never forget. Have you ever heard the phrase, memory like an elephant? It turns out that elephants actually do have a better memory than most living things. All mammals, including humans, have 4 different lobes in their cortex: occipital, parietal, temporal, and frontal lobes. All 4 of these lobes play a key role in the functioning of our brain. From language acquisition to processing auditory information, each lobe is crucial. Elephants actually have a larger and denser temporal lobe comparatively. The temporal lobe is commonly associated with memory acquisition, allowing elephants to have an incredible memory. Number 7. Trees can fight back. Believe it or not, if there's a threat, trees don't always allow it to harm them. In fact, sometimes, trees fight back. Now, it would be a little terrifying if trees fought back the way the apple trees do in Wizard of Oz. Thankfully, you won't encounter any apple-throwing trees in the near future. Trees actually protect themselves in a much more subtle way. If an insect attacks a tree, it will fight back. Trees can flood their leaves with chemicals called phenolics, helping to deter any pests that may cause harm to the tree. They also have protective structures and processes that help protect them from disease, similar to our immune system.